Hi guys, it is time for my November wrap up. Okay, now for the month of November, there was a lot of stuff going on. A lot. I accomplished some, but not all. So for the month of November, November was supposed to be No Shave November, in which I was reading books by male authors in order to draw awareness to the cancer awareness movement, which partially takes place in November. I did film some book reviews for male authors. I did read some male authors, and then I lost my SD card, and I just could not be asked to refilm those. Firstly, we have The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. This is a middle grade-ish kind of a book about a young boy named Bod, or Nobody, who basically grows up in the graveyard. This was a little spooky for middle grade, just my opinion, but it's Neil Gaiman, so I did love it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I started off listening to the audiobook, which was performed with a full cast, which was fabulous. But I, as I always do, lost my patience with the audiobook and finished it in this hard copy paper book format. I really enjoyed it. I especially loved, I had a lot of fun guessing what each creature, person, thing, character was that wasn't a ghost and was not Bod. And it was just a lot of fun. A little creepy, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do not, however, like reading middle grade unless it is a book I already read. Like reading new middle grade books is not something I particularly enjoy, but I did really like this one. I gave The Graveyard Book 5 out of 5 stars. Then we have by Ilona Andrews, which is technically not cheating because it's Ilona Andrews is a team of, it's a husband and wife team, so there is a male author. The Kate Daniels series, which I love. I'm not going to get too into it here because I filmed a separate book review for this, which is just not up yet. But I read in the series books 1 through 4, 5, and 7. So that is Magic Bites, Magic Burns, Magic Bleeds, Magic Strikes, Magic Slays, and Magic Breaks. The rest of the books I have all of them in e-format, and I only recently acquired 1 through 4 in paperback. But they are my favorite. They will always be 5 out of 5, no matter what. And if you would like to know why I love these so much and what is so awesome about them, I did film a review for these. Then I read, which was not on my TBR at all. This was actually on my TBR for last month. And no male authors anywhere. I just completely went off the rails with this one. Alpha and Omega by Patricia Briggs and Cry Wolf by Patricia Briggs. Now these are books 0.5 and number 1 in the Alpha and Omega series. And I loved them so much that I went straight forth from these two in here to read books 2, 3, and 4, which are the rest of the series as it exists to date, which is Hunting Ground number 2, Fair Game number 3, and Dead Heat number 4. I am in the process of acquiring the rest of these in a hardback because I love the covers. But I love this. This was 4.5 books and I read them in 3 days. I will not get too into why they were so freaking awesome. I did a book review for these, which is edited and it will post after this video. It's so good. So keep an eye out for that. Number 1, Cry Wolf, was a 4-star read. 0.5, which is Alpha and Omega, was a 5-star, and then Hunting Ground, Fair Game, and Dead Heat were all 5-star reads. Then I have this lovely, which I read for Tom Tapo, The City of Brass, which is so good. Oh my god. Definitely favorite thing I have read this month. I think it is a tie with the Alpha and Omega series, but holy freaking crap balls. I love this book so much. Go watch the review. I filmed of it and I just basically gushed. I did leave some things out, I think, because that was my 2nd or 3rd time refilming that after I lost my SD card. But it is a diverse novel. It is set in the human world portion of it is set in Cairo. The main character is Muslim, I think, or at least most of the other characters in that world are. The main character really doesn't know what she is. So there is cultural and religious diversity. There is homosexuality and heterosexuality and other things that make it a very diverse book. I know a lot of you are looking for more of those, so that is this. And I really don't see too many really good fantasy books with Jinn. I do so love the little creatures that kind of come from the other side of the world, basically. That's why I love the Wrath and Dawn so much, even though it wasn't really fantasy. So if you are the kind of person who likes fantasy and is tired of goblins and hobgoblins and orcs and werewolves and vampires, try some Jinn on for size, because I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I will link the review for this down below in the description box, but this was a 5-star read for me, which makes this a very good reading month. I had a lot of 5 stars. So now we have the books that I am in the process of reading and have not finished yet. I'm filming this a little bit early, so these ones, when I finish them, I will go back and do reviews for them. So they will still be included. There is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, which don't get it twisted. I'm probably not going to finish this one before November's up. And I'm most assuredly, I'm going to try to finish it in December, but I'm making no promises because it's a very good book, but it meanders a bit, and I tend to get distracted when the characters start doing other things. Like, it's not boring by any means, and it's very beautifully written, which I thoroughly enjoy. It's just when I have a book this size in my hand, my brain goes, you're not going to finish this anytime soon anyway. Go do this for a while. And then I go, okay, and get distracted. But also, don't you love how every time I film a thing and talk about this, I hold up a different copy of this book? I have four copies of a book I haven't friggin' finished yet. Just go with it. Then we have Malfunction, which is the first book in the Malfunction trilogy, which I am working on at the moment. Thus far, I'm enjoying it. It's sci-fi, and I'm getting kind of a dystopian feel from it as well. There's a subterranean city, there's cyborgs, there's soldiers, there's cyborg soldiers, there are renegade cyborg soldiers, and that's all the things for me that make up something that I will thoroughly enjoy. Thus far, I'm not very far in it, but I'm liking it. So keep an eye out for the review of this one, because that will be coming as soon as I finish it. Also, I will link the author's Twitter handle down below because she is fabulous. She's also very helpful. Like, I talk to her sometimes about NaNoWriMo and about writing in general, and she says a lot of very helpful and very freaking insightful things about just the process in general. So, yes, I will link her Twitter handle down below, and you should follow her if you are not, because she's fabulous. Then there is Still Naked, Nevernight. I only have that much left. I'm just so dense. I say this every time. It's so dense. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's my type of, like, half perverted, crass, angry sense of humor with a lot of swear words thrown in for seasoning, and that's right up my alley, because if you know me outside of here, that's me. But even having started skipping the footnotes, it just takes me a while to dig into this one. Not while I'm reading it, it's just once I put it down, it takes me a while to go, okay, pick it back up. I don't know why, because I thoroughly enjoy it. So I've made progress in this month, but I have not finished it yet. But I will be finishing it soon, because I will be reading God's Grave next month. Then, what I'm hopefully going to finish today, just before the end of Tome Topple, is Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. I don't know what to say. This book. Oh, it's so good. So, I loved The Daughter of Smoke and Bone, I loved Strange the Dreamer, and I love Days of Blood and Starlight. Like, so far, this one is even more, like, gut-wrenching kick in the face than Daughter of Smoke and Bone was, but in a very good way. Whereas, like, when you finish Daughter of Smoke and Bone, it was like binge-watching an entire first season of something, and the end of it was the season finale. It's like, not really a cliffhanger, but it was like, oh crap, like, kind of a thing. So this one, every freaking chapter is like an epic season finale, and it's just something is always happening. It's just like, oh fuck, oh holy shit, oh crap, like every chapter, and I'm living for it. I'm living for it. I fucking love this book. So I put it down in order to finish something else that I was working on, but I'm done with that now, so I'm hopefully, because I'm like a quarter of the way through it, I think, but I really do think that I can finish this today and be done with it in time for Tome Topple, as long as, you know, barring any weird apocalypse level interruptions. That's my wrap up for the month of November. I have finished a lot of things and left a lot of things unfinished, but NaNoWriMo and Tome Topple I will be talking about in a separate video. So that's all I got for that, guys. I will see you in my next video, which may be, what do you want? My December TBR. What? So I will catch you guys later. Toodles.